Hey guys, it's Mandy. Welcome back to my channel, Just One More Bag 01, where luxury meets lifestyle. If you are obsessed with designer handbags, love luxury items, enjoy traveling, or just want to get a glimpse of my Yorkie Winston, you are in the right place. Each week I put out videos on Wednesday and Saturday where I talk about what's going on in the handbag community. I share my personal collection, I do what fits in my bag, go over new releases, and all kinds of fun things handbag related. If that's something that you find interesting, I ask you to please consider subscribing to my channel to keep up with me. Well guys, thank you so much. I recently put out my video where I showed all of the luxury handbags that I had purchased in 2025, and I had received some comments on the video and also some DMs on Instagram asking me to please go through the non-luxury bags that I purchased in 2025, so that's what we're going to do today. So my non-luxury bags consist of brands like Coach, Marc Jacobs, I have some Geiger bags now, and then I have some independent designers as well. So I'm really excited to share all of them with you and talk a little bit about how the bags that are non-luxury still fit into my collection and when I would want to use a luxury bag or a non-luxury bag. So let's get right into it. All right guys, we are going to start out with Coach. And I purchased 2 Coach bags this year. The first one is this really cute little black one that I got at the outlet. It has a crossbody strap and it was around $100, and I use this primarily when I'm traveling. Oftentimes I don't want to have a bag that has logos all over it or that is extremely expensive, and just kind of be low-key, but have something really nice and cute. And this little black bag fit the bill perfectly. I absolutely love it. I took it to Spain with me. It held up great. I've used it a couple other times as well throughout the year, and I just really, really like it. I apologize, I can't recall the name of this bag. I know that they are still selling it in the outlet in different colors. I was just there when they dropped the new pastel colors and I saw it. So if this is something you're interested in, you know, it is a little bit smaller. It's a thinner bag. So it's nice when you just want to take a couple items, you know, throw your lippy in there along with your card holder, phone, and just kind of be out and not have to worry. So bag number 1. Bag number 2 is the Mini Rowan File bag. And I purchased this second from the Coach outlet. It's really the style I was looking for initially when I picked up the black bag. I had a different bag that I would always take traveling with me that unfortunately got gum in it, so I wasn't able to use it. And I really use this a lot when I travel. I love having just a little crossbody bag so I can be hands-free. I don't want to have a ton of stuff in it. Again, I want it to be a little bit more of a low-key bag. I ended up purchasing this bag from the outlet for around $70 online, so it was a great find. It is hard canvas material. I love that it has this little zipper on the front, and then it has the pouch here. It's really long, it is thin, so you can keep it close to your body. And I just really love this bag too. It's definitely great for travel. I took this when I had my niece and nephew over the summer, and we were out just running all around, and it was just a really great bag. All right guys, the second brand in my collection is Marc Jacobs, and I really like Marc Jacobs brand. I have 2, 4, 6, 7 bags that I purchased from Marc Jacobs this year. And the first one I want to mention, I actually ended up selling, and I don't think I've mentioned this on my channel. I will post a picture up. It was the Party on a Chain bag in the ruby slipper that was part of the Wizard of Oz collection. And I think that I'll probably end up getting another Party on a Chain bag, and I'll just maybe get it more in a black or something that I'd probably use a little bit more than the red anyway. But that red bag was so beautiful. The next Marc Jacobs bag that I purchased, you guys all see all the time. I was so excited. I got this for my birthday in March of 2025. It was the Steven Sprouse Marc Jacobs collaboration. in the black leather with the pink graffiti on it. It says, "God grant me the serenity to chill." And I thought this was really cool. You know, they did do the first one in a brown and green. And I was talking to my Marc Jacobs SA recently, and they said that they heard the next color coming out is going to be neon yellow. I don't know if it's going to be on leather or canvas, what color the bag itself will be. We'll see if that's true, but I thought that was pretty exciting. So a little fun tip for you guys. Just have to find out when that bag is coming out. The next Marc Jacobs bag that I purchased is this denim bag from the Joy collaboration. This was with artist Hattie Stewart, and I really love anything graffiti and artistic, so I picked this bag up in the little charm. I have my little Labubu on here right now, and this is the medium size tote bag. You know, this is something great for travel. I plan to use all of the tote bags that I have for work, you know, primarily carrying my laptop and things back and forth to the car and my home. They do have really nice guitar style straps with them, so it does make it easy to carry crossbody, and it's pretty comfortable as well. The Steven Sprouse bag, like I said, this is leather, so this is actually much heavier than the denim bag, just something to keep in mind. And this was also the medium tote bag as well. The next Marc Jacobs bag that I picked up was from the Marc Jacobs outlet, and it was from the Wizard of Oz collection, you know, the Wicked Witch bag. I used this right around Halloween then. You know, this is just a nice leather bag, and I really like it for its artistic value, the memory of the Wizard of Oz. I mentioned to you guys before that my husband's mom was a fan, and she passed away, so you know, it was kind of like some memories of her when, you know, my husband and I went to look at this, and we just thought that this was something fun to add to my collection. So I am excited to use this a little more. The only negative is, for me, I probably really won't use it outside of October. I don't see myself, you know, carrying this around Christmas or anything. It is definitely more of a seasonal bag, targeted more around Halloween for myself. However, I do think anyone could wear these anytime because it is just, you know, in reference to the movie. But for me, that's just how I personally plan to use it. So that is the fourth Marc Jacobs bag. The fifth one, you guys probably saw this. This is from the City Tote collection. This is the New York bag. My friend Diane and I did a collab at Unboxed Ours. I'll try to link that video below if I remember so that you guys can check it out if you haven't seen it. This is the medium tote bag again in the canvas. It has the Marc Jacobs written on the side, and then on the back it has the cool graffiti saying Marc Jacobs and the NYC, and on the side just the Marc Jacobs again. So this bag, I was really happy. I missed out the first time it was launched, so when I saw that it was relaunched, I was super excited and had to pick it up and add it to my collection because, again, you guys know I love graffiti. The next bag from the City collection is the Paris tote bag, and I actually did a collab unboxing with my friend Melissa from the Right Handbag, so I'll try to also put this video down in the description box as well if you'd want to see that. I really was excited. It has the pink Marc Jacobs on the side. It has the lips and the really pretty scripture of the Marc Jacobs on it. I really liked the bow. I just thought, you know, that this bag was so pretty with the pink and the girliness of it. Very romantic. You know, I love Paris personally. Seeing the pretty little pink heart there. I just really loved this bag, and I was so excited to add this to my collection. Again, this is the medium-sized tote bag, so it fits a lot. And then the last Marc Jacobs bag, actually I did not buy this one. This was a gift from my mom for Christmas. This is the Marc Jacobs Snapshot bag in the airbrush print, and I love it. I think it is so pretty. I can't wait to use this. You know, I plan on using this for concerts, you know, just wearing this with, you know, a t-shirt and jeans. I think it's just so pretty. I love the material too. It's a hard canvas material, so I don't have to worry about it, you know, out in bad weather. I see water just coming right off of it. It's really nice too because it does come with a chain strap for crossbody, and then it comes with another strap that you can attach as a shoulder strap. So very versatile. So super excited to wear this. Again, the Marc Jacobs Airbrush Snapshot bag. So that is the 3, 6, 7 Marc Jacobs bags that were added to my collection for 2025. All right, guys, the next brand we are going to talk about is Geiger. And I think that the Geiger brand is pretty exciting. You know, it has all different kinds of fun pops of color and designs and patterns. And what's really nice about it is this is a way to add that pop of color to your collection without breaking the bank. You know, I don't know that I would necessarily pay luxury bag money, you know, thousands of dollars on some of those types of designs that, you know, I'm not going to be wearing as frequently. But adding this to your collection at that lower price point, it makes more sense. And then, you know, for me personally, I don't feel as bad if I'm not wearing the bag as much. So the first Geiger bag that is added to my collection, this is the Mini Kensington in the hot pink. And this was actually a Christmas gift from my husband. And I really like the eagle head. It has the pretty jewels on the top. So I think that's a nice touch. It is a pretty small bag. You know, there is enough room for your phone, card holder, lippy, but you know, you're not fitting a ton. The bag can be worn crossbody or as a shoulder bag just by manipulating the chain straps. So it is pretty versatile that way. And again, you know, this pink is just so pretty and I love it. And you know, what a fun way to add that pop of color to your collection. This material, it's kind of looking like feathers almost. I don't know exactly what this is, but it's very soft and I'm excited to use this. I have not used it yet, but I do plan on using it really soon. I had some odd shots, so I'll try to add those into the video just so you guys can see, you know, what this bag kind of looks like on me. Again, I'm 5'2" for reference, just to give you an idea. And the chain straps work really well for me with, you know, a shorter frame going shoulder strap or crossbody strap. The next Geiger bag, which I have not yet shared with you guys because I videoed the unboxing and my video is having some issues. I don't know if I'm going to be able to use it. I was just having some problems when I was trying to upload it. I don't know if it's corrupted or what the deal is, but so I'm just going to do this bag reveal with you guys now. And it is another Mini Kensington bag. And I thought the rainbow print was just really cool. I loved this diamond styled pattern on here. If you look at the eagle head, it has the really pretty rainbow jewels. So I was really excited to add this, and I picked this up around Christmas time. They were having some really good deals. I believe it was around 40% off. So I paid around $100 for this bag. You know, the Mini Kensington, again, it doesn't have a ton of room, so I don't know that it would necessarily be for me an everyday, all day bag, but definitely something I can be taking out on a date night, or, you know, if I am just running out and I don't need a ton with me. Again, another way to add just that fun pop of color without having to pay luxury bag money and still get a nice quality bag. So I'm super excited to use this bag too. And these are the two items that I added to my collection in 2025 from Geiger. All right, guys, the last category of my bags here is actually two independent designers, so I decided to wrap them up together. This is a really cute gold clutch from a local designer. It's called Fornash, Fornash. And this was a gift I received for Christmas from my friend Charlie. And it's definitely like a harder plastic type material. Just has, you know, a top similar to a kiss lock design. It also has a nice pretty long chain so I can wear it crossbody. I actually did wear this on New Year's Eve and it worked out great because I had a beautiful gold skirt that I wore with it. And again, you know, another way to add a fun pop of color, you know, this worked out great for me because it was a gift from my friend and I was super happy to get it. He saw that I was interested in it when we were actually out, a group of friends, and I saw this at one of the local hotels that we were at. So he was kind enough to pick it up to surprise me for Christmas. So super excited to add this to my collection. All right, guys, the next independent designer that I'm going to talk about is Lyan The Label. And they are an independent brand out of Australia that you may have seen me talk about. This is their Aster bag in the mermaid print. And it has the really cool bagoo design. It's kind of like an octagonal shape. And I have been using this very frequently over the past month, and I really like it. It also comes with a crossbody strap. I have not yet used that. I've really just been wearing it as a shoulder style bag. And you know, this is just a fun piece to add. I really love the shimmer of this bag, and the quality is really nice too. If this is something that you may be interested in, they have other shimmer styles and colors. They just actually launched a new tote bag that I saw, and they're really pretty emerald green. You can use my discount code of Mandy10 and receive 10% off of your order. So if that is something that you're interested in, I will link their information below along with my discount code so that you can check that out if it's something you're interested in. But I really love this bag. You know, it kind of has Chanel-esque vibes a little bit from the shape, but it does definitely have their own twist to the bag. And I personally really love it. I've gotten many compliments on this bag. You know, it's around $300 US right now. They did just have a slight price increase due to the tariffs, but the pricing does include your shipping. And I did not have to pay any tariffs when it came into the US. That was all taken care of as well. So something else to consider, you know, if you want something maybe in that shape or style, but you know, you don't want to pay the luxury bag price. You want to make sure that you like it. You know, I personally have been thinking about adding a Chanel bag to my collection, but I didn't know how I would really be with a top flat bag. This is my only bag currently that does have the flap come over it. I generally like to just be able to zip and get right in my bag, but so far this has been working out really well for me. So it was definitely a nice little investment for myself. And that is my final non-luxury bag of 2025. So I hope that you guys enjoyed seeing the rest of the bags that I purchased in 2025. If you have not yet seen my luxury bag purchase video, I will definitely put a link to that on the end screen here, so you can just tap right on that video at the end if that is something that you're interested in. It was actually a really fun collab that I did with some of the other wonderful women I'm friends with here on YouTube, so please also check out their videos if you have not yet done that. Well guys, I want to thank you so much for spending some time with me today. Again, if you have not yet subscribed to my channel, I ask that you do please consider doing so that you can keep up with me. And remember guys, no matter what, there's always room for just one more bag. I'll see you soon. Bye!